windows were fastened down. Spent the night in sleeplessness, rose at every sound. Half in hope and sorrow, and half in the fear of the day. Would find the soldiers breaking through to drag us all away. And just before the sunrise, I heard something at the wall. Gates began to rattle, and a voice began to call. So I hurried to the window, looked down into the street, expecting swords and torches, and the sound of soldiers' feet. There was no one there but Mary, so I went down to let her in. John stood there beside me as she told us where she'd been. She said they've moved him in the night, none of us knows where. The stone's been rolled away, and now his body, it isn't there. So we both ran toward the garden, then John ran on ahead, and we found the stone in the empty tomb just the way that Mary said. But that winding sheet they wrapped him in, it was just an empty shell. And how and where they'd taken him, it's more than I can tell. Now something strange had happened there, just what I did not know. John believed a miracle, I just turned to go. Circumstance and speculation, it would lift me very high, 'cause I'd seen them crucify him, then I saw him die. Now back inside the house again, the guilt and the anguish came. Everything I promised him, it just added to my shame. 'Cause when at last I came to choices, I denied I knew his name. Even if he was alive, oh, it wouldn't be the same. Suddenly the air was filled with a strange and sweet perfume, and light that shone from everywhere drove shadows from the room. And Jesus stood before me with his arms held open wide. I fell down to my knees, I clung to him and cried. And as he raised me to my feet, as I looked into his eyes, love was shining out from them like sunlight from the skies. And guilt and my confusion, it disappeared in sweet release. Every fear that I'd ever had just melted into peace. We represent the Redeemer of this world. We come to worship the King, the risen Savior of the world. He